November 1942. Stalingrad falls. Hitler doesn't lose his army, and World War II breaks in half. Wasn't just another city. It was never just a battlefield. It was a name, a symbol, a personal challenge between two dictators. In our timeline, Stalingrad destroyed Germany's Sixth Army. More than 2 million casualties. The moment the Axis stopped advancing and started dying. From that defeat came Kursk. From Kursk came D-Day. From D-Day came Berlin. But history is fragile. Change one decision, and the entire war unravels. So today we ask a dangerous question. What if the Axis won at Stalingrad? What if Germany didn't lose an army, but gained an empire? Because if Stalingrad falls, the war does not end in 1945. Let's clear something up. An Axis victory at Stalingrad was not fantasy. It was one decision away. The breaking point. In late 1942, German commanders begged Hitler to do one thing: allow a tactical withdrawal. Paulus could have broken out. The Sixth Army could have escaped. Instead, Hitler refused. Now let's change that. The alternate decision. Hitler authorizes early breakout. Paulus retreats before full encirclement. Luftwaffe does not attempt impossible air supply. Army Group A is reinforced, not split. The Soviet trap snaps shut on empty ground. German forces regroup. They counterattack. And by January 1943, Stalingrad is captured. The Soviet counteroffensive fails. And suddenly, the Red Army has lost its biggest gamble. This is where history begins to tilt. Stalingrad wasn't named after Lenin. It wasn't named after Marx. It was named after Stalin. Losing it is more than defeat. It's humiliation on a global stage. Across the Soviet Union, cities panic, propaganda stumbles, military confidence collapses, civilian morale fractures. Whispers spread. If Stalingrad can fall, what's safe? Stalin faces an impossible truth. The Volga River is compromised. Southern Russia is exposed. The heart of Soviet industry is threatened. This is no longer a setback. This is existential danger. Wars are not won by ideology. They are won by fuel. With Stalingrad secured, German forces push south. The Caucasus opens. Baku, Grozny, Maikop. The oil fields Stalin swore would never fall. And this is the moment everything flips. Germany's transformation. Panzer divisions regain full mobility. Luftwaffe sorties increase dramatically. Supply chains stabilize. Mechanized warfare resumes. Meanwhile, the Soviet collapse begins. Fuel rationing spreads. Tank production slows. Aircraft output drops. Logistics crumble. The Red Army can still fight, but it can no longer outproduce. For the first time in the war, Germany has strategic momentum again. In our timeline, 1943 meant Kursk, the largest tank battle in history, a disaster for Germany. In this timeline, Kursk never happens. Germany doesn't gamble, they defend. The Eastern Front stabilizes. Ukraine remains occupied. Leningrad stays isolated. Moscow comes back into reach. Stalin responds with desperation. Forced mass conscription, brutal purges of generals, extreme human wave tactics, losses skyrocket. The Soviet Union bleeds, but cannot break through. The war in the East becomes a meat grinder stalemate, and that favors Germany. Now we turn west, to the United States. In 1943, America believed Germany was weakening. That belief justified D-Day. But now, Germany is stronger than expected. Battle-hardened, fuel-secure, still fielding millions of soldiers. U.S. commanders face brutal questions. Do we invade anyway? Do we wait and let Germany fortify Europe? How many American lives will this cost? Every month, Germany holds France. The Atlantic Wall grows deadlier. D-Day becomes bloodier, riskier, or delayed entirely. Public support in the US strains. This war no longer has a clear ending. Here's the ripple effect most people miss. A stronger Germany helps Japan. America diverts resources back to Europe. The Pacific receives less pressure. Japan consolidates territory. China suffers longer. Island hopping slows. Instead of 1945, the Pacific War stretches into the late 1940s. And time becomes the most dangerous variable of all. The Manhattan Project was a race, not just against Japan, but against Germany. In our timeline, Germany collapsed before nuclear weapons were finished. Here, Germany survives, still has scientists, still has rockets, still has ambition. Even one Axis nuclear test changes history. The war does not end with surrender. It ends with fear-based negotiation. A divided Europe, an uneasy ceasefire, an Axis-controlled continent. No victory parades, no clean ending. In this timeline, no clear Allied victory, no Cold War as we know it. No US-Soviet superpower-era Europe remains authoritarian. Genocide lasts longer. Resistance movements are crushed. Democracy survives, but retreats. And it all traces back to one place, one winter, one city, Stalingrad, one battle, one decision, one moment where history nearly collapsed. If you want more cinematic alternate histories like this, subscribe and tell me in the comments, what moment should we break next? What if D-Day failed? What if Germany won at Kursk? What if Hitler was captured alive? This is Battle Paradox, where history isn't fixed, it's fragile.